breed?
You're absolutely right, it does.
Yeah.
Those adorable little legs can be prone to issues like patellar luxation, which is where the kneecap dislocates, and hip dysplasia, which affects the hip joint.
Oh, no.
Regular vet checkups are essential, especially as they get older, but we can also be proactive about their joint health.
Okay, good. So besides regular vet visits, what can you do before problems pop up? I'm all about preventative care.
Think of it like this: just as you might take supplements for your own joint health, glucosamine and chondroitin can be incredibly beneficial for toy Aussies.
Oh, okay.
These supplements support healthy cartilage and can help prevent future problems. And the best part is you don't have to wait until they're older to start. Incorporating them early can be like an investment in their long-term joint health.
That's such a good point. Now, I have to say, I am loving that this deep dive covers travel too. Toy Aussies just seem like the perfect adventure buddies, but I imagine their energy levels take a bit of planning. What do we need to know about traveling with these little guys?
You're spot on. When it comes to car rides especially, think of it like packing for a toddler snacks. Familiar toys and a comfy home base are essential. Frequent breaks are also crucial: potty breaks, chances to stretch their legs, and maybe even a little playtime to burn off some of that boundless toy Aussie energy.
Frequent breaks definitely sound key. And I imagine crate training is non-negotiable for travel, especially if you're flying.
100%. The crate should be their safe space, not a punishment. That means making car rides positive right from the start. Short trips, treats, praise, you want them hopping into that crate, eager for an adventure.
Such a good reminder. What about hotels? One article mentioned how many are becoming super pet-friendly these days.
They are. But it's always wise to call ahead and double-check, as some hotels have size limits or breed restrictions.
Right.
The last thing you want is a surprise on vacation. Websites and apps like Bring Fido can be incredibly helpful for finding pet-friendly accommodations. They do all the legwork for you.
That's a lifesaver.
Mm.
Okay, speaking of surprises, any tips on preventing those accidents that can happen when a dog is stressed or in a new place? I feel like that's a real concern,
Yeah.
especially with a breed as tuned into their humans as toy Aussies are.
You're right. Toy Aussies can be sensitive to changes in their environment.
Yeah.
Potty breaks are key, like we talked about, but bringing familiar items from home, their bed, a favorite blanket, even a toy that smells like you, can make a huge difference. That scent of home can be incredibly comforting and help them feel more safe and secure, which can definitely mean fewer accidents. Such a good point. Those familiar smells can be so comforting for dogs. Almost like a little piece of home on the go. I'm learning so much. This deep dive is packed with great advice.
You know, it's amazing how intuitive these dogs are to their humans' emotions.
Oh, absolutely.
Which makes me think, what happens when you can't take your furry little buddy with you?
Mm.
We've talked about the importance of that home base feeling while traveling. What about preventing separation anxiety when you're actually gone? That's a big one for toy Aussies, right?
Absolutely. They're incredibly loyal and bond so strongly with their humans, even short absences can be tough on them.
So what's the key to making those times apart a little easier on everyone, both the toy Aussie and their human? I read that consistency was a big theme in one of these articles, but what does that actually look like?
It's all about establishing positive associations and predictable routines. Start small, even when you're home.
Okay.
Try leaving them in a room alone for a few minutes, and gradually increase the time as they get used to it. And here's the important part. Make departures and arrivals low-key.
Oh, okay.
No big dramatic goodbyes or over-the-top greetings when you return. Keep it calm, keep it casual, like it's just another part of the day.
That makes a lot of sense. But let's be real. There are times when the anxiety is real, like barking, chewing, maybe even an accident on the rug, real.
Yeah.
Any tips for those tougher moments? Asking for a friend again?
We've all been there.
Right.
The first step is to rule out any underlying medical reasons with your vet, just to be safe.
Good point.
Once you've got the green light, enriching their alone time can work wonders. Interactive toys, like those puzzle feeders we talked about, are fantastic for mental stimulation. You could even try something like a frozen Kong filled with their favorite treats. It'll keep them happily engaged for ages.
I love that idea. It's like a delicious distraction. And speaking of keeping those smart pups entertained, let's circle back to those amazing toy Aussie brains. We've touched on their herding instincts, even without a flock of sheep.
Mm-hmm.
What are some practical ways to channel that energy, even if you're living that apartment life?
It's all about tapping into those natural drives. Remember, these dogs were bred to work,
Right.
so they thrive on having a job to do. That job can be as simple as herding their toys into a basket.
Okay, cute.
Agility training is also a fantastic outlet. It's like a mentally and physically stimulating obstacle course.